Hey everybody, this is Mike WX0MIK here. I had to swing into work to take care of a quick thing and figured I might record a video on the way home. Not better time to sit and record than driving. I'm paying attention to the road, not looking at you, so. But anyway, let's talk about, I call them ham radio events, community events. There's lots of different terminologies for it, kind of depending upon what it is, but ultimately it's you helping out with some sort of a group event, something like that is within the community, and you're using your ham radio to do it. What do you need to do that kind of stuff? Well, first of all, the willingness to learn, for one, to get out there, for two, so you got people a little bit, in quotes, people, but also just the willingness to do it, because not everyone wants to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I feel it's good practice to get out in the community, practice your radio, kind of understand, like I talk about with my storm chasing once in a while. What is your capabilities of what you have for equipment? So what do you need to get started? Well, this is a list based on what I have learned. This is not an all-encompassing list, nor is this a list that works for every single event. But for all of our events, this is how we run our stuff. Now, number one, have a radio. It might be an HT, it might be a mobile, you might need one or the other for the particular event, but absolutely 100%, number one, you have to have a radio if you're helping with ham radio events. Usually someone can help borrow you one if you don't have the right kind, or you need you have like a El Cheapo that's not working, and they can loan you something a little different. So that's not necessarily a problem, it's just a requirement given the nature of what we're trying to do. Number two, all the events I'm a part of, we require a safety vest of some sort. That's that yellow or orange reflective vest. You got to have one of those. You can go to your local hardware store and they sell them, not too horribly expensive. I think mine was like $25. Maybe I got the $30 one. I don't remember exact cost of it anymore because I've had it for a few years. But one pro tip on that, especially if you're using a hand mic with your HT whatever, look for the ones that have the straps on the shoulder. Usually there's a strap on either side. Good place to hang the microphone. Just a pro tip. I would have on you a writing utensil and a piece of paper or something to write on. I have never needed to use it, but I have it with me just in case. Maybe you got to write down some very specific information. Maybe you can't get a hold of someone right away and your brain just loses all information. I lie. I finally used it here this fall, or earlier this year, when I was given a public safety radio. Said, here is your number. Please call blah 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 if you need to need emergency stuff. It's like, whoa. I get armor radio? That's cool. I never used it, but I had it in case something came up. So so we not only used ham radio, we had armor, public safety radios, just in case something happened. We can get the cops faster than trying to relay it through net control or something like that. That comes to the next one. This is optional, but some sort of way to hold your radio. And there's a huge asterisk on this because there's various reasons why I'm saying this. One, in that case, I had two radios I was holding on to. Two, they're heavy radios. So if I'm trying to use the restroom, actually I found with some certain pants and shorts that I wear, they kind of creep down after a while because they're holding all this weight. So I have a harness that I wear. It's a chest harness. Look like a complete dork in some respects, but ultimately I can hold them here. They don't pull down my pants. They feel more secure, like I'm not going to lose them. Again, 100% optional, especially if you're using HTs, but it is really nice to have, and plus you have a little extra storage available for your pen and paper or anything else. A little snack is readily available just in case you need it. So that is one thing I would mark as an optional checkbox. Let's see here. I know I'm missing some big things. Extra batteries. Have an extra battery along. You might have a short event, like maybe I'll call a marathon a short event. Normally you're using your rate for about half a day and you're done. Hey, great. You might still use quite a bit of your battery. Have an extra battery along just in case, or extra radio. If maybe you have the good radio and quotes, your Yaesus, your ICOMs, whatever. You might have one of those radios. Hey, awesome! It might last you the whole time, but you take the Baofeng along just in case type scenario. That also works, but have a secondary backup for communication because you just never know if the batteries die and you need it. So something like that is also key. You don't have to have the fancy antennas. The ones that come with the radio are just fine. In fact, I've kind of gone back to using those because I don't need them. Most of the time, I don't need them. Although I wish I had it tried it when I had some problems with my radio that one day. Those are the main things. Your willingness to serve, asking lots of questions. Make sure you understand your assignment. In some cases, it's, hey, I want you to stand on this street corner and I want you to block traffic. Well, that's an important job. How do you want me to do that? How do you want me to direct traffic? Understand how to direct traffic. There's lots of things like that trying to understand the layout. That is the one downside I did not have in my head this last time when I helped with a parade. Someone wanted to get to their house literally in the middle of a parade route. Well, how do you do that? Sorry, the screen's all black. How do we get her there? Well, I had someone else there. He consulted him, and we said, well, this is your best route. They might have a block here, but you should hopefully be able to get around. But otherwise, the parade route is locked down. Nobody's allowed on here because the parade is actually started. So you kind of gotta be a little bit hard on some people because it's just right over there. No, the parade road is locked down. It is for safety of everybody at this point, dude. People being people, some they'll ignore you anyway, but hopefully you have that avenue for police or the lead ham radio operator, not necessarily not control, but the lead ham radio operator who's kind of organizing the event, knows the people, etc. Sometimes they have just a little extra authority that they can pull a little extra weight, things like that. So know your people, know your situations, just kind of or I should say understand, not necessarily know. I can't think of any other necessary equipment other than you may need a vehicle. Maybe they want your vehicle to have the blinky lights, as I call them, the safety, like yellow, white, whatever colors that they tell you. That would be the only other thing that sometimes that they want you to have. Most of it is relatively cheap. You don't have to go buy the good public safety quality stuff. Go find an Amazon El Cheapo. That's all you need. So 7 threes and go in there and have fun.